So we got a little winter weather here in our part of the world, mainly ice. We didn't get much snow. We lost power yesterday morning. I don't know what time it went off there. New Year's, early morning New Year's, or yeah, whatever you want to call it. Some people lost it, were out of it longer than others. Of course, my dad had power, or he lost power a lot longer than I did at his place. So, but I think about everybody's got it back now. We didn't get, and actually over here, I'm just west of Stockton. I live east of Stockton. And they've got more snow on the ground over here than what we've got where I live. And it's not that many miles difference as the crow flies. So, and I know north and even more west, they got more snow yet. So, pretty good little winter storm to start off 21. But we're going to go over today. We're just going to cut today again, Dad and I. I think they're calling for another round of light snow for us today. I don't think it'll amount to much. But we'll see. We're still going to cut. It's a good day to cut. So it's pretty wet over here. We got a bunch of rain. We got a bunch of rain over at home, but got a bunch of rain here too. The ground's not that froze. One of the areas we were going to try to cut today, I don't think we can get across the branch because the water's up so high. So it's really looking like we drove over here for nothing, which is aggravating. I don't like wasting my time or my money. What are you looking at? Cow probably thinks I'm crazy talking to myself here. So I'm going to take off walking down through here. See if there's anything I can get to on foot, which I really don't think there is. Even if we just cut a couple trees, it's better than driving over here for nothing, because it's a little over an hour over here. Like I said, it's a Saturday. I would have much rather, if we couldn't work, I'd just soon stay in bed. So I want to make the most of my days. It's a pretty good tree here, which I remember this one being down here the other day on this, not really a pond dam, I don't know what it is, just kind of a berm through here, I guess, because the ditch, the waterway runs right over there. We'll get this one knocked down, and might be the only tree we get to cut today. It's I can't even tell you how aggravating that is. I don't see anything up through there but post oak, and small post oak at that. Put her on the ground. Now, if you look here, I didn't quite leave enough holdwood over here on this side, which we got a nice good flush cut, and everything went where we wanted it to go. Let me pan back in here. I got it on the super crazy mode there. It's a size 13 boot, so that'll tell you how big the stump is, or give you an idea. That tree was showing some old damage up there from some time ago, from wind or something, or maybe ice like what we have now. I wanted that tree to go right in there. You can see on this back side, I did this little trick again here where we kind of cut this little sliver off and punched right back in. There's a fence down there, which it's not a property line fence. I'm not even sure what kind of fence it is. It's just an old fence, but even though it's probably useless because the cows are just walking around it up here, I still didn't want to hit it, so we shot her right there in that little hole and did pretty good. Just my only mistake there was I should have left just a little more holdwood on that side, which the tree did have a pretty hard lean anyway. It was leaning over here like it wanted to go into this post oak, but we were able to get her pulled around here. I cut 3 up through there. Dad cut 1. Said he found another pretty good one down there, but he thinks we'll have to pull on it or push on a little bit with the skidder. So it's tall enough, he thinks it'll reach that fence I was showing you guys. Which I told Dad, I said, I don't know how good that fence is, but I mean, I feel the same way. I don't want to just go tearing things up for no reason if we can keep from it, but at the same time, I mean, it's just them cows, they just, like I said, they either walk around it or go through it. But we're going to drive over here to the other part of the farm, and Dad's going to see if we can cross over here. I don't know how much rain I got over here, but we got over 2 inches over at home out of this deal. And if it had been just a degree or two cooler, we'd had a major problem with ice. So we can't get across the creek to get over here where these other bigger walnut are on this farm. So we're going to go to a different farm, part of this farm, same owners, up the road. And Dad said there's only a few we can cut up there because of the same creek. Another branch or tributary to it comes in up there, and I'm sure we can't cross up there either. So we're just going to try to cut what we can and salvage the day. That's really all you can do on days like today. Good sized trees. Dad just brought one down. They kind of start at this ditch and run down here to the bigger creek. There's another really good one right over there. I'm going to get this one cut and jump that ditch and cut it before Dad can. But now we're going to bring this one down. Across the fence here is a conservation area. I mean, that thing you see there is a big walnut, a real big walnut, and there's a lot of big walnut right down this little creek. I walked out in there. I don't know how they keep the cattle in because the fence is down. I walked out in there and looked at that tree, and I could see a bunch of trees down through there. I told Dad I didn't even want to walk down through there. It just upset me if I did, because their trees will probably never get cut. So that's how the Missouri government and federal government usually work. Well, Dad's going to bring that little prong down. I thought he was going to cut that big one there. Icy today. see right there, we tried to leave a little bit hold over here after we took that little piece off. Try to pull it around and miss this tree. Barely clipped a limb over here, but all in all, did pretty good at missing things. I'd like it to swung a little more, but that's all right. Dad just started cutting on this one after I got this guy all worked up. Starting to go, there she goes. Makes it look so easy. So the creek is coming down, but the water's been pretty high. It's, yeah, like I said, we can't drive across this in Dad's little truck. If we had my 4Runner, I'd probably be dumb enough to blaze across it. But my F550 ain't gonna do it, and Dad's little truck ain't gonna do it. So we'll just try to cut what we can up here off the creek. Finish it off with Dad's saw here. to salvage some of the day, which is good. Makes me feel better. Even, you know, we didn't get to do a lot. We still got to put some trees on the ground. And as long as you can do a little bit every day, that's half the battle right there. So, yeah, we're going to head in. I doubt we work tomorrow. I say that. I've got some things I need to do tomorrow. Here a week or two ago when I busted those lines on the skid steer, of course, took them to O'Reilly's and they didn't get one of the fittings on there real good, so I got to take those lines back off the grapple, and we'll probably start on that this afternoon, try to get that done and out of the way. Then tomorrow probably won't do much of anything. Then Monday we're going to move the skid steer over here first thing. As wet as it is, I'd say we're going to be using it quite a bit this week just to pack logs and clean up treetops and brush, get things looking good. Then it shouldn't take us but a couple days over there where we started at. We'll get that done, then we'll start on this good bunch here. I was talking to Dad, because Dad looked at this place here we were just cutting at. I didn't. What I was there today cutting, that's the first I've been on it. And I was asking Dad what he kind of thought tree count and what he thought was going to be there. Of course, he's, you know, he didn't know. He was guessing somewhere between 15 and 20,000 board foot of timber, which, after seeing some of the size of the trees on the place and seeing what was across the fence there on the conservation area down that same creek, I have no doubt about it. I know it's going to be a good bunch of timber, and we're really, really thankful and happy to have it. So I'm looking forward to getting those big beasts cut. Man, that's talking about that conservation area, that really is disheartening, because there's a lot of places, both state and federally owned land here in Missouri, especially being from Stockton, Missouri, where we have Stockton Lake. The lake's all core ground federal. There is a multitude of timber around that lake. And actually, when the project first started back in the mid to late 60s, I believe is when it started, my dad was he was the only one that was allowed to cut timber on the project. When they were doing the harvest there, he was actually working with a lot of the guys, the contractors at the time, and the Corps, going in and working just as fast as he could to cut what he could behind all the machines pushing and clearing out the timber, which you got taken, this is what, 50 plus years ago, 60 almost, they were doing this, I think, started this. So it's been a long time ago. A lot's changed in the technology, of course, with logging and both clearing and everything since then, but it really is. It's a shame there's so much good timber around the lake, and not just Stockton Lake. A lot of the lakes here in Missouri, you know, we've got two different chains of lakes. We've got the lake system where I'm at, you know, Stockton, Palm de Terre flow into Truman Lake, which flows into Lake of the Ozarks. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Lake of the Ozarks. And then you got the southern branch of lakes like Table Rock, Beaver Lake, Taneycomo, Bull Shoals, Norfolk. I think they flow south, and I'm not real familiar with those lakes, but I think they flow into the Arkansas rivers inevitably where they end up. But getting off track there, we got down that rabbit hole. It is a shame that there's so much timber on things like that and these conservation areas that, to me, that aren't managed properly. That's just money the state has, where they could have certified master loggers go in and harvest that, and they do occasionally do harvest, but when they do, I think it's just a real mess. It's not, in my professional logging opinion, it's not harvested the way it should be harvested. But anytime you're dealing with state and federal stuff, you've just got miles and miles of paperwork and bureaucracy. And I honestly don't know why I'm griping, because even if it was up for bid or for sale, we wouldn't even mess with it, because I don't bid on any state or federal jobs, because just for that reason, just for the headache and the nightmare and the educated idiots you got to deal with. So, guys, anyway, you're getting me riled up. I'm gonna go eat lunch with Dad, and then I'm gonna try to bust into this skid steer grapple and get that thing squared away, straightened out. Then we'll see you in a couple days. Back over here, putting some trees on the ground. I can't thank you enough, guys. See you later. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.